Welcome to this Krunker editor tutorial. Today we will be covering important utility like leaderboards, triggers, teleports and other zones. Generally you find zones up here in the object tab. You can also find things like tools. I will also cover tools. I won't really cover light because they're kind of self-explanatory, like you can change the intensity and opacity and stuff of those. First thing I'm gonna cover is leaderboards. For parkour maps there's an asset called Leaderboard Time. You can import this as an asset and then you have this group here. You remove the group by object group stop. Then here you've got something that explains it. You've got your scoreboard. If you want to do it yourself, you go time ascending and then leader results and do whatever. If you want to have like a different font size or if you want to be the background to be invisible, you can change those things. You also need to have a trigger which is not visible and not player collidable. You go in that and then it stops the time. This trigger should have the settings on enter object and then save data, player value, time, set of lower, and then also you can do like time logged as a message. Next thing, camera position. You always need a camera position. Make it like a little bit in the sky in the middle of your map where it's the most beautiful. You can use a gate. This is like I think most used in zombie maps, I believe. Yeah, you can cost score or things like that. You can buy score and like zombie bulwark and stuff, and then you can open the gates. You can also have, for example, for zombies, you can have a weapon pickup. This will always show the model of the thing. You can also change like which weapon it is, if it costs score, which team it should be for, all those things. Here we've got signs, a little trick for signs. If you go to edit and then settings and then object and here rotation, you can go to 45 degrees instead of 1 degree. Then you can rotate it by 45 degrees or like 90 degrees in the end and have it where you want it to be, in which direction. Otherwise it's sometimes a little bit buggy. As you can see, you can't really type in like 90 degrees because what is this? You can't like type in 90 degrees because then it would be buggy. Obviously for this you type some things in, you change the size, everything is self-explanatory here. Here we've also got things like boost pads, prize wheels, and as I said, leaderboards from earlier. You can add sprays even, like you can change, like you've got all the sprays here, all the sprays. You can add them into your map, which is really cool. You might not have known this. This is really cool. And you've got like some other random things that you might wanna add or use. I don't know a lot. I don't know about all of them. I've not used all of them yet. Perk machine is, for example, for the zombie thing. Like you've got those things in here. But something important would be, for example, a path node. This, or is it here? This comes in with triggers. Usually with a trigger, if you want to teleport someone, you choose teleport to path node, and then you've got the node ID like 5. You teleport to this ID. Because I just talked about triggers, you find them here or you just search them. We've got our trigger here. I will change its looks really quick because I want it to look better. Yeah, this is our trigger here. It generally has all the things of a normal cube, but if you go to technical and logic, you have many things. I will not cover everything. 2 reasons. First off, it would be way too long. Second, I don't know all of them. You can make it that you can just use it once, for example, or that you destroy it on use, or if it's destroyed, then it can respawn. The trigger events. This is the most important thing for now. So you've got many things. You've got like on shoot, or another common one is on enter object, or on hold mouse is also quite common. For example, ending the match in laboratory. But you can do so many things with triggers. I will just show you the UI of it. But yeah, you can get really creative, like on predator damage. I'll just cover here on shoot, for example, so you can give a player score, but you can also destroy another interface. You can do a lot. Just read through these. I might make tutorials on specific things, like an aim trainer in the future, but generally, yeah, you've got a lot of things like refill player knife. I used this in Klex's event and stuff. Yeah, if you've got, for example, destroy interface, you can have the target ID in here, and then if you hit it, you know, destroy the target, for example. If you want to test triggers, always go on the middle top thing here, because on the left thing, triggers don't work properly. Yeah. Zones, you've got spawn point, you've got a score zone. This is in every parkour map. In a parkour map, you usually have a score zone, and you've got a checkpoint. Checkpoint is the same thing. Death zone, always important. If you go in it, you die. This is where it is used in a lot of things. You know, you've got things like objective for, you know, hard point and stuff. You don't really need that usually. But you've got teleporter. This is very important in parkour maps. For example, you've got your teleporter down here. If you fall down, you get picked up. Let's say this is in channel 1. This is sending. You can change it to use active checkpoint. Then you would always be sent to your checkpoint. If you want to do it a little bit differently, then you can just make another teleporter, get it to receiving, and also the same channel, and then you will be teleported here every time. You see it's connected when you fall down. You've also got PvP zone. For example, if your map is in TDM or something, then in this zone everyone will be able, like it's FFA. Yeah, environment zone, this is the last important thing. As you can see, this is already quite huge. What does this zone do? It basically does the same thing as over here. If you go to environment, then you choose like your sky to be gradient, and you go all funky colors. I won't do dark because dark is way too dark. And then in here, in this environment zone itself, wait, I think I've selected the environment. Yeah, you can also like have a completely different scenery. It's not just the sky. It's also like the fog. It's the light. Like you can have several of those for several sections of a map. This is usually used in like anything else than public maps, like rotation maps, you know, because in a parkour map, for example, you've got your environment where you're in a lava zone, then everything is red. You've got your sky thing, then everything is white. Those things, you know. I hope this was useful. I went over some things a bit too fast, maybe. If you have questions, write them in the comments. I hope I can answer them. And yeah, have a good day and goodbye.